Well, good day everybody. I'm not sure what day this is, but really it doesn't matter at all. What we're going to do today, we're going to check out St Anton Palace to try and find a few more of those venues where the Game of Thrones was shot. But right now we're in a tiny little village and it's really quaint and lovely. Just a quick pan round there. So in this lovely little village, I think it's in the town of Attard, or just outside of Attard. And can you see just behind me, we'll take a quick look. If you just come this way with me now. See that? A lovely little horse trough. And that, I'm not sure on the date on that, that goes back years and years and years ago, because I've just read the plaque and it actually says, you know, that people passing through the village would stop off with the horses so they could get a drink and also themselves get a drink, which is pretty cool indeed. And it's still here. I think they've modernised it a little bit, but a fair few hundred years later. But isn't this a gorgeous little village? Sun shining, the sky's blue. Me and Sarah are completely lost at the moment, so we're using Google Maps because we didn't know where to get off at the bus stop. But hey ho, that's what travelling and touring is all about, and hopefully a little bit later we'll be tasting as well, so stick with us. God, it's going to be a hot day once again here in Malta. Okay, so it's amazing what you find when you get lost in a place like this. A gorgeous little village of Attard that we've just come through. And this is for our American friends. Directly behind me, as you can see, the embassy residence of the United States of America. We found it in Malta. Unbelievable. There we go, guys. That's for all of our American family that we've got over there on YouTube. God bless you all, and God bless the United States. So the reason why we've stopped off here, guys, you can see, why is he stopped in front of those gates? Well, Attard, this tiny little village, used to have 3 railway stations that ran between 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, the old capital of Malta, to the new capital of Malta, obviously Valletta. But this railway station, I'm just going to see if you, hopefully you can see these. Can you work that out? Wow. That, hopefully, that is what it used to look like. Now I'm just going to open these big gates because we're just going to step inside for just a minute. You've got to keep the gates closed at all times. There's rules about dogs and smoking, which is brilliant. So what they did, they set up a little play area for the children here. And now the swings, couple of boxes there, I think they've been painting. The swings are actually little trains, which is in memorial, I suppose, or remembrance that this place here used to be a railway station. But look at it now, isn't it gorgeous? Wow. Well, that's a great thing to do with an old railway station. Turn it into a nice little play area for the children of the village of Attard. Well, after being lost for a couple of hours or so, well, probably not even that, maybe about an hour, we finally got to our destination that we were looking for. We're outside St Anton Palace. It's free to get into the gardens and the grounds, and hopefully around here we will find the fountain that we're looking for that was in the Game of Thrones. Just behind me there, you can see we've got a monument to King George V, and just over there in the distance we've got a monument to King George that is, the 6th. So we've got the 5th on one side and the 6th on the other. Oh, and before I go, or we move on, just here we've got an olive tree. And it's still got the olives on. That's not bad for the end of October. Yes, the end of October, and it's still really warm. And as you can see, the sky is blue and beautiful, and so is Malta. These gardens are absolutely stunning, guys. They really are. And if you're interested in trees and plants and things like that, every tree has got its name tag on, what part of the world it's from as well, which is pretty awesome, and also the name of the tree, obviously in Latin and in what I would call readable English. But look at that, the swan's got a lovely little home. Wow. St Anton Palace, these grounds are simply stunning. We've seen some peacocks, we've seen swans, obviously, as you can see, lots of pigeons around as well at the moment. Guys, this place is simply stunning. I don't know whether, I'm gonna have to be quiet, but I don't know whether you can see there a peahen behind me on the floor. Look at that. Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh. And this is somebody's garden. You imagine walking, having this as a garden one day, who knows? Probably never, absolutely. Unbelievable, guys. This place just gets better and better. We thought, let's go and have a look and see what that interesting piece of architecture is. And when we got here, look what we found. Look at those stunning, gorgeous little turtles there. Wow. Basking in the midday sun. How wonderful is that? Okay, I've probably already said this about 4 or 5 times, guys, but this place is awesome. Just look at that behind me. It's like a tunnel leading all the way up to the entrance. And all the trees, I said it before, but all the trees are from all over the world. Just there from China, we've got the weeping mulberry. Here, we've got another one from Asia, well, Eastern Asia, and that's the pagoda tree. I don't know whether you're into your plants or not, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And as just behind me, you can see a massive fountain also. There you go. You've got to visit this place. You have got to visit this place. Trust me, trust me. I'm going to walk backwards because I love the sight of that. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at the way those trees, look at the size of those stumps. It does tell us, let's go and have a look. It does tell us what this tree is called. What this tree is called. What is it called? It's a Moreton Bay fig from Australia. So our Australian friends, the Down Under cruisers and all the rest of you, you'll know exactly, you'll recognise that tree. You probably got it before I even got it. That looks like a ballet dancer. The body of a ballet dancer doing that sideways. Do you see that? With the leg up in the air and the arms coming down. That's amazing. But look at the size of these things. They are absolutely huge, and I love the branches, how they thin out and drape down. Wow, I don't normally get excited by trees and things like that, but this one, it really is something else, isn't it? Just behind me, I'm going to speak very quietly, but they are rare, especially in England, but we've got a couple of black swans just there. Sarah's trying to get a little bit of footage as well. Ah, yes, he's talking to you all. He's saying good day YouTube. That's what he's saying. Hello YouTube family. From the Black Swans of St Anton Gardens. Beautiful. What you can see is a lovely little church, chapel, whatever you want to call it, and it's the Church of St Mary Magdalene. Now they celebrate the feast of St Mary Magdalene on the 22nd of July, or the closest Sunday to that date. Now this church was built in the 15th century, so a fair while ago now. It is pretty windy, so please, I'll tell you what, let's have a little walk around. Let's see if I don't break my neck. So we'll continue. So literally, look at the size of this beautiful old chapel, church, whatever you want to call it. And what was I saying? Yes, it was built in the 15th century, and then it was restored again in the 16th century, and it was around 1646, I do believe, that it was publicly reopened for worship. But look at its positioning. It's the highest, or one of the highest points in Malta, and if you just look around me, you can actually see the sea in 3 different directions there as well, which is awesome. But this place is amazing. I'm just going to go towards the end of the cliff here, so you can see there down behind me, see the seaside, that's what you want to call it. But just look at this beautiful building, and like I said, it dates all the way back to the 15th century. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And you can come up here, have a picnic in the summer and enjoy the view out to sea. There's a couple of benches here, there and everywhere dotted around, and this inscription that you see above the door, they've replaced that. As you can see, it's quite new now. Now what that did in the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th and 19th century, if anybody was in trouble with the law, they used to be able to go to a church to seek sanctuary for safety. I mean, most of you probably know that anyway, but that little plaque there indicates that if you were in trouble with the law here in Malta, you couldn't seek sanctuary in this church. You wouldn't be protected, unfortunately. So they placed that plaque, and like I said, it's been renewed. But what a stunning place. What a stunning place. And it is still used today. It is still used today. Amazing, amazing. There we go.
Wait.
All right. Well guys, we're still here at the top of Dingli Cliffs. If I quickly spin around, again you can see that gorgeous looking church there, St. Mary Magdalene, and here we have a fine gentleman to serve you, and right here we have a prickly pear, bit like the Jungle Book, really. And you've got plenty of other goodies to try. So if you get up to the top of the cliffs, you need refreshment, or you need a bit of fruit, or just need a little bit of a pick-me-up, they've got sandwiches as well, and proper Maltese coffee. Fantastic. And they've got some free tasting as well. Anyway, back to the prickly pear. I have never had one of these before. Apparently it's really good for you, loads of vitamin C, loads of antioxidants. So without further ado, let's see what we can do with this. Wow. There's pips inside it, but that, literally, I thought it would be quite hard, quite crunchy, like eating an apple, but it's not. Very, very, very soft indeed. It's nice, not an overpowering flavour, but very tasty indeed. Just be careful of the pips if you're not into your pips. A bit more, and then I'm going to let Sarah try, because she's never tried it before. Watch, see how easy this comes off. Excellent. If you ever get a chance to try prickly pear, then please prickly do. Yes, this is another venue where some of the Game of Thrones was filmed. It's been a bit of a trek to find and to get here, but yeah, there were quite a few scenes filmed up here in the Game of Thrones. We'll put a bit more of a description down below in the comments box for you, or in the description box, whatever it's called. I'm sat down. I hope you can see the background behind me. We've got the beautiful sea, the cliffs. The sea looks fairly rough today, so I'm hid behind a rock to try and block the wind, because like I said before, in Bulgaria we haven't got a dead cat yet, so hopefully the sound is okay and you can hear me okay. But yeah, this is Dingli Cliffs, and it's pretty stunning. The sky's starting to get a bit cloudy now. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes on the bus from Mdina or Rabat, which is just next door as well. So, but if you're ever around this way, it is worth coming and visiting and taking a good look at. And of course, you'll recognise it if you are a Game of Thrones fans as well. Sarah's off, busy taking pictures. Hopefully you are getting most of this, and you can see a fair bit behind me, but I'm just trying to keep the camera behind the rocks so you can check out this stunning landscape. It is very impressive indeed. So I hope you can make all of that out, and we're doing it justice for you. But there you go, Dingli Cliffs, Malta, Game of Thrones. what more could you ask for? A beautiful sunny day? Absolutely, it certainly is that. It certainly is that. Well, wherever you are in the world watching, thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. If you like it, please give it a huge thumbs up. And of course, if you've got any comments, please leave them below. Me and Sarah would love to chat to you about literally anything that's in the video or any of the other videos that you've seen. And of course, if you haven't already and you do like what we're bringing you here from Malta or from any other content from our channel, then please do hit that subscribe button so we can take you on future journeys with us. It would be great to bring you along and take you all around the world, hopefully, once COVID's out the way. We'll have many, many more exciting destinations for you to join us on. Have a great day. God bless you all. We're going to try and find a bus. There's not many bus stops around here, and make our way back to Valletta and get something to eat. So we'll catch up again real soon. God bless you all. Travel,